lines of storms, these complexes that are merging and producing some very heavy rain over areas that truly can't take any more. In fact, some people, they were canoeing. When we look at some of the sites out of southeast Texas, they had to use those canoes to just get around. Their communities flooded. The San Jack River, the Trinity River. First responders, they had to rescue 8 people, nearly a dozen dogs yesterday from an inundated neighborhood just northeast of Houston. Mandatory and voluntary evacuations, those have been ordered in multiple communities, but some people are just deciding to stay put. Despite the ongoing deluge, concern is growing for the safety of residents who won't leave. Listen.
What we want residents to know is we're here for you. Please take this opportunity to be ready. You know, the judge talked about have a plan, have your bag ready, those things. The main thing we want to press to people is call if you need assistance, but understand it may take them a little while to get there because they are making various rescues.
Unless you've experienced how heavy that rain can be, it's hard to really fathom. We want to bring in Fox 26 Houston reporter Shelby Rose right now. She's in Livingston.
And Shelby, we've heard that really it's just been a nightmare situation for so many folks this morning.
Yes, an absolute nightmare, Kendall. We are in Livingston, Texas, which is just northeast of Houston, and we're right next to a very major highway that is one of the most traveled highways in Houston. This is Highway 59. As you can see, it is at a complete standstill, and it has been at a standstill exactly like this for now more than an hour, and that is all due to the major flooding that Polk County and this entire area has seen throughout the morning. I do have some video to show you on our way up here driving 59 northbound. Some of the road was nearly impassable. Water at least maybe a foot or more deep. Was definitely a little bit of a sketchy situation for us. And we've also been keeping an eye on the Polk County Emergency Management Facebook page. They have been continuously posting where the high water areas are around this county. And at 7:30 Central Time, so about an hour ago, they made a post saying that the roads were flooding faster than they can alert people, urging residents to stay home. So that is definitely the message that is hitting home, because there is absolutely no telling when we can see this water recede so that this highway and all of the other major roadways in this county can open back up. And it's not just this immediate flash flooding that the area is concerned about. There's Lake Livingston and the Trinity River. On Monday, there was mandatory evacuations issued for those areas in the low-lying neighborhoods, urging residents to get out because the release that they were having out of the dam was just so high that they were inundating so many neighborhoods. It was reiterated again this morning because of the rainfall that we're getting, that they're actually increasing the rate at which that release is going. Now it's nearing 100,000 cubic feet per second. So they're really urging residents, if they're in those areas, to get out as fast as you can. So yeah, we're going to be continuing to monitor this situation throughout the morning, and hopefully the water will recede fast enough so that we can get this traffic moving along. Back to you.
Shelby, I was watching your coverage this morning, and as you guys were driving through that rain, it was concerning because the rain is so blinding. You arrived in Livingston. It's not raining there much anymore, but in 6 hours picked up 8 inches of rain, and you've been on this coverage for the past couple of days, so it's understandable how dangerous and now significant this is. We'll continue to watch. Thank you for the update. Shelby Rose with Fox 26 in Houston.
Of course.